couldn't even describe how uncomfortable I felt. When my boyfriend said we had to talk, luckily the others turned to each other and started talking, so they didn't pay much attention to us. Don't make a scene about this. I didn't even know Hiroki lived in this building.
Do you know someone who'd believe that? 'Cause I certainly wouldn't. I want us to talk about this in private.
Fine, I guess we have to do this now. I'll neglect my other guests just to humor you.
Nobody will say a word about that. You'll see.
Yes, 'cause they'll think we went somewhere private to smooch.
What's so bad about that?
Fine, come with me. We were standing in the hallway which led to my bedroom, while the others were sitting on the couch in the living room. They couldn't see or hear us, so I asked him to tell me what was on his mind. Here you go. The stage is all yours.
I admit I sometimes act rashly, but I don't like to be the last one to find out what's going on. That's why I'd like to know how Hiroki was treating you. You'd reassure me that way.
Hiroki is a very considerate guy, and he respects me as his cousin's friend. He's protective over us, but I think that's because of Akiko. There's nothing more to it.
He treats you as if he was your older brother?
No, he treats me like somebody he's just met. He's polite.
Thanks for clearing things up. I just needed to get myself together.
I was looking at him, and I couldn't believe how little it took him to stop being angry, as if he got all his confidence back in a second. The confidence he lost when he saw Hiroki. I'm glad you got back to reality.
Your voice always brings me back to reality. I'd be lost without you.
I'm here for you.
Hiroki has been in your life only for a week, and he nearly did more for you than me.
No, he did a favor to his cousin. I hugged him and felt his heart beating like crazy. I caressed his hair and gently kissed him to calm him down. He kissed me back and let go a sigh of relief. We didn't notice Akiko, who peeked around the corner.
You two are so cute. You're hiding so you can kiss.
We'll be right back with you, Akiko. We just need a moment alone.
We're waiting for you.
Akiko glanced at me, and seeing how upset I was, she immediately understood what was going on. That was why she took the matters into her own hands and tried to smooth things out.
Our lovebirds needed a moment alone. How romantic is that?
It's all normal and natural. I remember the last time I was in love.
You sound like it was ages ago.
To me, it feels like an eternity. It's been a while since I felt that excitement, and they should take their time. We'd all love to be them right now.
Hiroki, you're gonna be the only romantic in the family. Cheers to that!
Wait for us.
Cheers! Good luck with the new apartment, girl.
We toasted and spent a fun night together. We even threw pillows on the floor and sat on them to be more comfortable. By the end of the party, when all the guests were gone, my boyfriend was in a much better mood than when he'd come. He waited for Akiko to go to the bathroom to ask me something.
I've been thinking. You and I in your new bed.
I'm listening.
Yes. Would you let me sleep over?
Yes! I've thought about it the whole evening too. That would officially be the first night and the first morning we'd spend together.
In bed?
I think it's time to wish Akiko good night. And that was exactly what we did. Akiko was totally cool with the fact that my boyfriend was gonna sleep over at her place. We ran into the bedroom and closed the door behind us. We were standing in the dark and using our hands to explore each other's faces. While I was working my way up to his lips, his hands had already won the battle against the buttons on my shirt. It seemed like my clothes were falling down on its own after his touch. That was one of the most beautiful nights we'd spent together. I was the happiest when I was with him, under the sheets, with our legs interlocked and my head on his shoulder. He left in the morning, after breakfast, smiling like the happiest man on earth. Only when you look away from your phone and look through the window will you see the amazing display of rays and sunshine. However, nothing can replace the feeling of the sun gently caressing on your skin. It can't be compared to anything, just like the hug can't be compared to all the received and sent love messages. I finished my paper, and to make sure it reached the right person, I wanted to hand it to the professor myself. I trusted technology less and less. This day is so inspiring. I want to dress according to my good mood. The right accessories combined with a well-thought-out outfit is always a good mood booster. I'm ready for anything today. I heard a familiar beat coming from the apartment above ours. That was Hiroki, practicing. He got the tune wrong and stopped playing. I continued walking, and then I heard him calling me from the window.
Hello, neighbor. Good morning.
Good morning, neighbor.
You look lovely today. I wonder what the reason for that is.
It's a secret.
Oh, really? Now I have to get to the bottom of that.
Some other time. I'm in a rush now. Gotta go to college.
Wait just one moment. I'm going your way.
Fine, but hurry up. Hiroki was in front of the building in less than a minute. You're going to college too?
No, I'm gonna take a walk. I haven't played the piano in a while, and I'm a bit rusty. I'm going to the park to meditate and gather the mental strength I need. I want to wake up my creative side.
I wish you the best of luck and success. A creative block is the worst.
Thanks. Don't worry about me. I found a cure for the creative block.
I'll learn in time. I'll follow your advice and find my peace.
I'm available as a tutor anytime.
Thanks. You're older and have more experience.
I'm not that old.
We were walking and talking all the way to the intersection. Hiroki turned right and stopped at the crosswalk, while I continued straight. He called out to me.
We could continue talking if you'd come with me. Why don't you take a shortcut through the park?
I have to say no, some other time. I have stuff to do now.
Too bad. I wanted to show you how a stroll can help you clear your mind. Some other time then. See you around.
See you. Hiroki waited for the light to turn green and, with his hands in his pocket and his face turned to the sun, he cried. I watched him leave and realized he was right. Taking a walk on such a lovely and warm day would be refreshing. I didn't go to the subway. Instead, I continued walking. A leisurely stroll to the college did me good. And I was glad I had listened to Hiroki's advice. If I had taken the train, I'd get off at a station that was near the main entrance of the college. Instead, I came from the other side. And passed by the basketball court in the college yard. I saw my boyfriend there and waved to him. He saw me and speed walked to me.
Hey, gorgeous. Are you here to root for me?
Of course, love. I love to see you win.
Let me hug and kiss you.
He didn't wait for me to accept it. He scooped me up in a big hug. He was panting and sweating, but he couldn't think twice about hugging me. You're all wet. You'll catch a cold.
Don't worry. It's warm. I'll be okay.
I hope you're not going like that to the classes.
No, I'm going home to take a shower and study. I've noticed I'm more focused on studying when I deal with my—
I have to turn in my paper. And it occurred to me that I could take a walk instead of taking the train.
Then you must know what I'm talking about. Physical activity boosts your mood. I have to go back. I don't want the other team to think I gave up. Think about me.
No, you think about me. We said our goodbyes, but I stood at the same place for a couple of more minutes to watch him play. While he was running back toward the court, he took off his shirt and threw it to the bleachers, where a group of girls was sitting. They saw him and called him to take a selfie with him. I don't believe it. Those girls have some guts, and I see he doesn't mind it either. He secured cheerleaders for himself. I left. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to pass my exam because of some unimportant stuff. I turned my paper in, and on my way home, I got a notification saying that my boyfriend had been tagged in a picture. It was the photo he took with those girls from the bleachers. I returned to the apartment, feeling 10 times worse than I did when I left it that morning. I was mad at my boyfriend, and the fact he found something he could do without me being part of it. I was wondering whether I had the right to be angry at him for that. His half-naked body on all the social networks was the last straw.
You're home already?
Yes. I ran into my room, not looking at Akiko, in order not to start crying. I was fuming. Even though I didn't know if I had the right to behave like that, I threw my things in my bedroom and was answering to Akiko from there.
What happened? Don't tell me the professor didn't accept your paper.
It's not that. I have more luck with college than with love for a change.
Relax and enjoy it then. Love comes and goes.
Easy for you to say when you have a stable relationship with Tadaki.
You're upset. It means something big is going on. Wanna come out of your room so we can talk?
I got thirsty from all the walking, so I left my room to grab some drinks from the kitchen. I couldn't look Akiko in the eye.
Will you talk to me, please? You're scaring me.
I peeked into the fridge, took a cold juice, and let the door of the fridge slam shut.
She won't tell me what's going on with her. She didn't even notice you were here.
Shh. Let her blow off some steam. She'll feel better, and then you can talk to her. I'll go.
I downed the cold juice and started talking like crazy about those cheerleaders. There's nothing to tell. My boyfriend has fans. Open the social networks and see for yourself. You'll get everything. And he's being jealous of Hiroki? At that moment, I turned around and saw Akiko and Hiroki looking at me in disbelief. Hiroki put his hands over his face to hide either shame, I couldn't tell.
Surprise! We have a visitor!
Akiko, why didn't you tell me we weren't alone?
Well, I tried, but you were fuming and babbling. I've never seen you like this. You scared me.
I'll leave you girls to talk.
Hiroki, you've heard more than you should have already. I'm embarrassed now.
Don't be ashamed of how you feel. We were all in a situation like yours. More or less, some.
It wasn't just that. I'm embarrassed you know that my boyfriend is jealous of you.
You should feel good about that now. For example, I don't mind it one bit.
Hiroki gave me his hand and led me to the couch. He made me sit down between him and Akiko. He didn't let go of my hand while Akiko was stroking my hair. I'm angry at myself, not at him. Am I losing my mind?
No, that's completely normal. I know myself. My advice is to talk to your boyfriend when you calm down completely.
Tell him what bothered you and see his reaction. A guy who wants to keep his girlfriend won't let anything stand in his way.
Thank you both for your advice. And I apologize for my behavior.
Don't apologize. Now I can behave like that and we'll be even.
Deal.
Okay, girls. Grab some ice cream now and go watch a movie. And avoid the romantic ones. See ya!
See you, Hiroki. Here, she will walk you out.
Akiko pushed me off the couch, and I couldn't say no. Not after the scene I made before. I walked him to the front door, and he used the opportunity to talk to me eye to eye.
I'm sorry you're upset. I just want to teach your boyfriend a thing or two. But that's how I would wake up the old, immature Hiroki.
It would make sense only if this happened to your cousin.
Or a girl you like, who deserves better.
He lifted my chin, making me look him in the eye.
The heart can't choose. That's why it's so hard when it's broken. You can't choose what to feel.
He was speaking the truth. That was when I felt the exact same thing. His words found their way into my heart. I felt it skipped a beat. I had a lump in my throat. We didn't say another word. I closed the door and tried to calm down a bit.
Did Hiroki leave? What took you so long?
Yes, he left.
Sit down, I want to talk to you. You'll feel much better.
I don't think I will. There's a thing that is my reaction.
Every girl would be upset if they were you. But I'm more afraid of his reaction. And you know yourself that by doing nothing, you'll only make things—
It's time to look into my heart and see who's inside.
Yes, it's time for an intervention.